Is she propositioning me for sex? Moment of truth. Is she gonna dress up different? God damn! Pokemon Academy Life for Friday! Welcome back to Pokemon Academy Life Fridays, guys. Last episode, we saw how the Millennial Drop Festival getting done with some of the people that are in the contest and shit like that. We are diving back in. We have to call someone. We're gonna do that. And then we're going to head back into seeing what this game has in store with us. So without further ado, let's dive in! What is wrong with me? I think I am off some shit. No, I swear, I don't do any kind of Red Bull and none of that. Like no energy drinks, nothing. Can you imagine? I'm just saying. Okay, let's go. Wow, first thing in the morning? Okay. Morning, Sleeping Beauty. Morning, Snoring Beauty. Just want to let you know that we're still on track for this evening. Great, do you need help updating me every day? Honestly, at this point, yeah. Like, I don't want to make excuses, but if one more thing goes wrong, I want, like, plenty of foreshadowing for me freaking out. You know, and I probably should have said this before, we could just, like, walk around for a bit. I'd be happy with that. I mean, I would too. Shit, if you're hanging out with Leaf, like, that's good enough, right? Like, I mean, freaking walking around is good enough. Yeah, I know. I've got excuses for why all those other ideas didn't work out, but I don't really have an excuse for that one. Well, I mean, homeroom passes it uneventfully. Sam keeps an active eye on thick book while teaching. Though the front is covered in thick duct tape, you recognize Sam's copy of Teaching for Geniuses. Okay, skipped homeroom. Oh, we're going back into elective. Can we, like, please let me level up my freaking Marstop? Now that Marstop can reach 24, Pikachu can also reach 24, so that's good news. Oh, God. I'm freaking these battles. But spamming full restores won't make you a champion, no matter how many of them you have. I mean, it helped me win that one gym match, if y'all know. Using healing items in battle is the weak man's substitute for resilience. Can't say I agree, but there's other reasons not to. A full restore might buy your Pokemon a couple of seconds of health, but since they need to stay still for you to apply the medicine, any competent opponent's going to use that opening to buff themselves, so they can knock you out in one shot next time. Which means you just blew 3,000 bucks to give your Pokemon an opponent an opening. Alder, sir. Oh, right, Gardenia. I actually meant to talk to you about that. What was it you sold me again? Common candies? All sales are final. But I have a question for you. You said that spamming full restores isn't a good idea because of the cost, but aren't champions like you extremely well paid? Oh, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I am able to keep a pretty nice house in the Gray Natural Research Center, where my daughter and grandson live. The Univin government makes sure its champions are well taken care of, so it's like a city job, like working as a bus driver, school bus driver, or train station. Like, I mean, is the benefits good? I might need to look at this. Actually, every single year I was reigning. Congress voted to increase my salary as part of the defense budget. Don't know what they thought this old geezer could defend them from. I could even defend them from a little girl. He's talking about I think he's talking about Drayden's daughter. Okay, Univin champion. Very well paid. Noted. What about the Cantonian champion, Instructor Bruno? You must know since you work under Lance. Lance is not the sort of man who shares his financial information. However, the Indigo champion has the combined salaries of both the former Cantonian and Jotonian champions. One can assume that he is very well paid, though. Perhaps still not to the degree that Alder is. I knew he was lying about a TV teacher for the money. I think I heard, yeah. The Paldean champion gets $2,000 a month, I think, so $24K a year. What? That's so low. How do they not starve to death? Esperad. Paldea has many champions. 97 right now. In Paldea, a champion is a rank you attain, not a job a single person has. Well, that's dumb. I can think of 97 people who might disagree with you. Anyway, we also have a top champion, La Primera, but she doesn't accept the allowance. It's tradition for the top champion not to. Hold on. So this top champion is like your actual champion, and you've got 97 Elite Four? Yes, and you need to beat them all on the road to challenge the champion. Nah. Ryan, he's messing with you. What? He's a guy? I was confused too, Ryan. Don't feel bad. Hey, back on track, please. What can you tell us about the other champion salaries? I think Steven Stone abolished the champion's pay when he became the champion, though I heard the salary wasn't very big anyway. Of course, being the heir to Devon, he didn't need it, and Instructor Wallace was already filthy rich from endorsements and contest prizes when he became champion. Do you not know how much the champion of Sinnoh is paid? Oh no, I know that one. Cynthia is paid 1.18 billion a year. God damn! Though this amount fluctuates based on market conditions. Yo, Cynthia's loaded! What does she even do with that much money? No one knows. I've studied the economies of Celestic Town and the areas north of Route 223, so I could figure out what she was spending her money on and invest in it. But as far as I can tell, she's either not spending that money at all or does all her shopping online. Being fair, it's rather hard to imagine Cynthia walking into a Pokemon and asking to buy a handful of Pokeballs. Yeah, I guess. So, what does your dear friend Leon spend his money on, Raihan? I've seen those Gigantamax-sized checks they wheel out for him. Somehow he spends that money even faster than he gets it. He helps out trainers in Galar mostly, but sometimes he'll just decide to buy an island or bankroll a new field of science. The Aether Foundation has 3 new wings named after him. Don't think he even knows how to pronounce Aether. Being fair, it's a bloody tough word. Who decides A-E should be pronounced E? It should be like I-E or maybe A. Sonny, this is your daily reminder you're the smart one. Thanks, Ness. Alright. The point is, every champion makes a comfortable living. Although, just to make sure I'm getting this right, Cynthia's 1.1 billion is a lot? Huh? Yeah, of course. It's absolutely massive amount of money. Guess I haven't gone shopping in a while. Wait, he didn't realize that was a ton of money? Just how wealthy is he? Let's move on to battles now. We've talked long enough. I mean, I like these little sessions when you don't sigh, please. But Serena? Oh, okay, I'm just gonna... No, don't switch items. Okay. Bonjour, Sai. Oh, I'm still in this freaking menu. My apologies, guys. Hey. Oh, I remember. I saw the coordinator club meeting yesterday. Ah, yes, it was a pleasant surprise to see you suddenly appear in the practice room's doorway with my roommates. But what of it? You looked great. Oh, she liked that. You are too kind. In truth, I think we are all quite nervous. Lucia is a woman who is very focused on her goals, much like I, but her goals are more noble, and we all fear not helping her fulfill them. Don't be worried about that. I don't know much about contests, but I thought you were awesome. Really stylish and classy. Way to lay it down, Si. Hey, he got the way with words. I told y'all this already last episode. A kind sentiment, but the judges will be individuals who do know a lot about contests. Guess I can't argue with that. Alright, how goes the Calum Spiracy? Oh, quite well. There is a new girl in the contest club that I believe is promising. She and Calum have personalities that ought to mix well together, I believe. You're gonna be doing the whole thing without me. That's certainly not my intent. I am no particular hurry, but haste may behove you. You got it. Oh, 2 + 1s in one sitting? What? How reliable of you. Now, shall we duel? Stand and deliver. Alright, let's see what you got, Serena. Please don't kill me. Oh, nice! Starting off strong. Mud bomb! That bitch was protected. And his evasion rose. No problem. Just mud bomb him. Oh, he missed. Cool. No problem. Mud bomb. Oh, okay. I guess I'm just going to keep missing. Oh, and now I'm flinching. Cool. Mud bomb. Y'all see this trend that's happening right now, by the way? Y'all see this trend, right? Like this constant trend. I'm keeping all this footage right here in and not ending a single... Y'all see. If Marshtomp dies, I am literally reevaluating my entire team. How? I don't know, but I'm figuring that out. Maybe use Healing Spring. That'll probably help you a lot while he's evading you every second. A little late. I mean, you're back in the yellow HP. 27 hit points left. Bitch, someone's gonna come in and one-shot your ass. A Sandile. Okay, cool. That's great. Okay, and I'm about to die. Oh my god, this is so bullshit. Oh, cool. Rhyhorn is just being protected. But it died. Good. Oh, a Braixen. Cool. That's a cute little Pokemon. That was my last hope. That was my last hope. I probably could sit here and try to fucking take it out. But what are the freaking odds of that? Psybeam. Okay. A Psybeam. Get it? We did that. But we won. But I was about to fucking say, guys. I was about to say. So I'm drinking this Coke Zero because you know your boy is drinking Coke Zero. And check out what it calls it. That's what you guys are. Y'all see it? Homies! That's so freaking stupid. I'm sorry. And we beat her ass and got +3. Marshtomp, I'm so sorry. Ah, well done. You're a splendid battler. Of course you realize this means I am plotting my revenge. It's only fair. I knew the consequences when I accepted this duel. Oh, that reminds me. I noticed you didn't make it through the first round of the quarter clashes. What happened? Oh, well, truthfully, it's rather embarrassing. But I was beaten by my first opponent. I'm afraid she utilized exclusively water types. My team could do a little against her as a result. You know what? I know that pain. That's why my Pokemon are kind of like sporadic. And in some cases that's bad, but I think in some cases that's pretty good. I mean, you have like a versatility amount, but then again, you could really teach other Pokemon certain moves. But it doesn't do you any good if you're up against water types and you die in one shot because of a Hydro Pump or something of the like. So it's like, even if you taught your Rapidash Thunderfang to take out a water type, if it dies to a fucking Hydro Pump, then what is the point? You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things. I mean, sometimes I think you just gotta pick it's just RNG, range, luck. A lot goes into Pokemon battling than we think. Ooh, that luck, Serena. Sometimes the matchups just aren't in your favor. Like every single time I battled up to this point. Sometimes it's not. That Caleb match the other day, yeah. I suppose you would know that better than anyone. Well, I shan't let discourage me. What is that supposed to? Hold on. Serena, did you just throw shade, low-key? I suppose you would know that better than anyone. Because I've lost a few times? Is she throwing shade, guys? That seems very much like a shade throw moment. Well, I shan't let it discourage me. That mishap allowed me to focus all my attention on the aspirations as a musical coordinator. After all, perhaps it was secretly a blessing. Life has many doors, and I'm far too young to worry about the ones closed behind me. One's closed behind her. Jeez, is that the bill already? Go on then, get out of here. Thanks, bud. Appreciate that. Ugh. All right, lunchtime. Hi, Sai. Oh, okay, Clara. Hey, what's up? Oh, I can't believe I forgot, but we should totally exchange contact info. I mean, we haven't. I mean, you know, if you ever want to meet up and do anything, like what? Is she propositioning me for sex or maybe date? No, that could just be very like, you know, like that doesn't necessarily mean that it's consent, like the weird shit. You know, it could just be just normally hanging out. So sure, what's yours? Oh, why don't you just give me your phone? I'll put it in for you. Oh, cool. You can put it in for me? Sure. And then you could put yours and mine. I mean, okay. I deserve some sort of award for not making a joke out of that. I thought it. I thought it, okay? Anyway, want to do something tonight? Oh, I can't. Sorry, I've got something planned with Leaf. I thought I mentioned that. Yeah, you've got something planned. Why'd she say it in quotes? Yeah, why'd she say it in quotes? That's my reaction too. The question marks, I'm just like this. Look, I just don't want you to be disappointed if, she backs out again. Wow. I mean, Leaf has been very inconsistent with date planning, but I think Leaf has anxiety issues. Maybe that's part of the reason why her date plans don't go well. But if she does, I'm here for you. I think being reliable is a really important quality for a person. I mean, yes. I mean, it's one of the things when you're like in a relationship, reliability is very important. But Clara, I barely really know you. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I like you so much. I know I can trust you. You sure that's just not friend energy? I'll keep that in mind. But it's not like she's trying to push it off. We've just had some bad luck. Some people just look for the easy way to get what they want. If it's a breakup, they just leave their partner. If it's money, they just take it. If it's to put off a long-standing engagement, well, you know, I'm not saying that Leaf's gonna doing that, of course. Just that some people do. Ooh, Clara, what do you know? Clara's got some history, guys. Well, I really like putting in the work to get what I want, though. It makes it much more satisfying to know I've earned whatever I get. Oh, hey, Sai, date update. We are still on track. Okay, you gotta update me every second. That's cute. Hey, Leaf, how are you, bestie? Huh? Oh, I'm fine, bestie. Oh, shoot, sorry, I totally interrupted what you were doing here, didn't I? My bad. No, it's fine. I know you felt left out. It's totally fine. Oh, well, that was pretty much it anyway. I could just leave now. It's really no problem. What are you talking about, bestie? You've been talking about this date you've been planning for months now. Now that it's actually going to happen, I want to know every detail. Why does she want to know all that? It's not really that big a deal. And besides, I wanted to be a bit of a surprise for Sai, you know? Oh, no, I totally get it. I mean, I helped you plan a bunch of those previous ones, but I guess since those didn't work out, you just try to do it yourself, right? Clara helped her plan the other dates? Like the ones that didn't work out? This one she's planning herself? Why is that, guys? Clara, you didn't really help me plan any of those plans, though. Oh, okay, so she did really help her plan them. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was helping. I guess I was just getting in your way. What about your Ivysaur? Did I not also actually teach it Instructor Koga's special move? Was that just a problem then, too? No, you were never in the way. I'm sorry. I mistook. You weren't a problem at all. Oh. Then, will you tell me what you're doing for this date? Oh, alright. Sorry, you're gonna have to wait another 3 hours for your hint. I may actually die of anticipation. Classic. Make it 4 weeks. But that last 3 hours was the straw on the camera-up's back. The time of deaths on my gravestone is gonna have to be very specific. Huh. I just realized something. How come they don't put cause of death on gravestones anymore? Do they not do that anymore? I mean, I don't know. Do they? They used to. How does a game have me thinking about real shit? You know, I don't know. I don't think I realized until just now that this was a thing. I mean, really, like literally preaching to the freaking choir, Sai. But you're right. Like really old gravestones will say run over by a Ponyta or run over by a Mudsail or run over by a Blitzel. I don't know who. I know what a Ponyta and a Mudsail are. Mudsail is the big Mudsail is the big horse evolution of like the little other horse, but I don't know what a Blitzel is, so. Okay, I've got a different question. What the hell kinds of cemeteries do you have in Pallet Town? Apparently, cemeteries populated by people who, in life, were pretty vulnerable to getting run over by a queen Pokemon. That's going to be the new battle meta. Pallet types are weak to horse types. Oh, are they all horse? Is Blitzel a horse? If we're talking about the weaknesses of people in our hometowns, you're standing in a pretty glass house. You dick, I can't believe you went there. Yeah, I realized it was too far for halfway through saying it. Thanks for not blowing up at me. Sorry, guys, I just had lunch. Meatball sub. Beautiful. Was that another volcano joke? Not intentionally, but I'm gonna fill my mouth with food before I find another way to put my foot in it. Good idea. Leaf, are you sure you should be telling that girl? I have a bad feeling about telling her anything, to be honest with y'all. Which is why Hyper Beam is particularly effective finishing move. At least, it was when I was champion. I mean, it's still pretty powerful. Yes, I myself had a particular Tauros that managed to utilize the adrenaline rush from knocking out a foe to push through the shock of launching a Hyper Beam. Unfortunately, in his old age, he has lost that ability and have not been able to replicate that technique in any of the other Pokemon I've trained. I suppose I too have lost that ability. And unlike my dear Tauros, I cannot be sent to a farm outside Goldenrod to live a life surrounded by armorous Miltank. Of course, using our modern understanding of battle techniques, Hyper Beam was not the best move to use in that situation. Giga Impact would have been far better, given my Tauros' significantly higher physical attack stat. Back in the day, though, when we were knocking out opponents left and right, it all seemed so much simpler. It feels as though the world has shifted around me, and I'm only known to believe, to the beginning, to realize the colors around me, and, well, the fact I need to care about them. You know, back in the day, Agatha used an Arbok on her team. That Arbok knew Wrap and Wrap. Wrap and Wrap, I swear, was a move that prevented the foe from moving for multiple turns, locking them down and damaging them. Why, it seemed as though Wrap was a move that combined the advantages of both the frozen and poison stats conditioned, but did not overlap with either. But that simply is not true. My memories of Wrap's strength are fiction. Perhaps I only thought it was so strong because Agatha used it to beat me as many times as I used Hyper Beam to beat her. You know, she never admitted this, but I believe she learned to train ghost types specifically because she feared my Hyper Beam so much. I've never heard Sam talk about his champion day so much. Sounds like he misses them. If life was simpler back then and he's not realizing how much effort it takes to be a teacher. Well, he's over 60. I can't imagine he wanted to sign up for an extremely difficult job at his age. Well, that's enough rumination on things that never happened. Remember, your test on terrains will be tomorrow, and I must be frank that it will be difficult. However, I will do my best during tomorrow's lectures to prepare you. Additionally, I will have a zero-tolerance policy for interruption. You hear that, Melody? Is she in here? Oh, You know, she's a bitch, but she got some pretty-ass eyes. I'm sorry, she just does. She has the eyes that look like they're looking into your soul. Doesn't she? Like, come on. Hey, sport. Sport? Sport? I was thinking, like, of a casual nickname to call you, and sport was all that came to mind. Well, then. Hey, Pops. Never mind, date canceled. See you in another month. Yeah, see ya. Okay, but no, really, this is it. We're actually going to do it now. Nothing has gone wrong, so we can finally do this properly. And then you'll totally fall under my sway, and then think you spent too much time on me to back out. So you'll be trapped because of the opportunity cost. Seems you've got a pretty good plan. Oh yeah, step 1, permanently ensnare you due to fear of having wasted time. First move's the most important, you know. This is the first move? You flew across an ocean to grab me. I would have done that anyway. I don't get a stamp on my loyalty card for something I was already planning on. I don't remember ever handing out loyalty cards. Really? Gotta get that memory checked, Skippy. Early onset dementia is an awful thing. Yeah. Come on, let's go to the dorm and get changed. It's time, guys. It's time, guys! But get changed into what? I don't really have anything that I could call a date outfit. I mean, he's not lying. Red kind of wore what Red wanted to. Hey, Leaf! What should I wear for a date? Absolutely nothing. Pretty sure that that'll violate some laws. Beauty isn't a crime. Stop yelling about nudity. You're a nurse. Why is this such a thing for you? We're in the same room. You don't have to yell. Yo, just realized I should probably just text you. What should I wear? I'm kind of dumb when it comes to fashion. Oh, is that what I said? Yeah. What did she say? It's fine. Don't worry about it. You can wear anything you want. Though if you want to match me, you could wear your uniform. Oh, my uniform. I just took it off, but sure, I guess. I mean, that'd probably work. It looked formal. You know what I mean? Instead of the casual shit I used to wear. Hey, Leaf, ready. Decided to take your advice and put my uniform on. Feels weird to be wearing this outside of school hours, though. I expect to have to go to homeroom any second now. Ready? Almost. Leaf, what you got going on? How do you feel about makeup? You know, sitting here and thinking about it, you could say you look better without it, but I feel as though that's like a slur. So we gotta... No, you know what? We're gonna say I'm sure you look great in it. Yeah. Well, I wear some every day, so you know. Ooh, what if we had said she looked better without it? Wait, really? Yeah, I mean, not heavy makeup, but a little toner and a little mascara. No one eyelashes actually look like this. I mean, I guess so. You're always so sarcastic. I genuinely can't tell if this is a joke. Not this time. Pretty much every girl wears a bit of makeup. If we don't, guys just tell us we look tired. Gotta paint away the indicators that we are, in fact, human. Wow. Noted. I don't remember if I've ever said that, but if I have, sorry. You don't need to apologize for something you don't even remember if you did or not. Wait, don't tell me. Sympathy, not culpability. Girl, get out here so I can see what you look like. You got it. All right. Let's see. All right, I'm coming out. Damn, the date hasn't even started, and I've already turned you off of men? I'm pretty sure we used that joke already. Anyway, who said I'm going to restrict myself to just women? I enjoy double battles too. No, seriously, are you coming? Just give me a second. Oh. Relax, I'm not even dressed up fancily. Patient? No, be patient. Like, wait for her. Be patient. You know? Your patience is... Yeah, I mean, be patient. Don't rush her. Don't tell her, hey, you be good in a trash bag. Like, just wait. Okay, I'm coming. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Is she going to dress up different? God damn! Whoa! Hold on. I need to... You know, it's not much, but... Oh, my God. Bro, look! Look at how good she looks! Just dressing slightly different, bro. I wish we were dressing slightly different, bitch. Oh my God, Leaf, you look good. Hey, kind of over the top, I guess. No, gorgeous. Bitch, no, we don't say any of that. Yeah, well, you're pretty gorge yourself. Why did I say that? Wait, huh? What is it? Not sure, one sec. Hi, yes. This is Leaf. Yep, Leaf Green. What? What do you mean? The reservation was for tonight, wasn't it? 7 p.m.? Oh no, what's happening? What do you mean you have to cancel? Are you for real? The entire restaurant? That's not... No, why would you have to? Wait. What? What? You're making this up. You have to be. What do you mean health code concerns? You're a 7-star restaurant. I can hear your Colosian accent. You don't have a health code. Click. Oh. I'm guessing it's not good news. This isn't going to work. Huh? I give up. The universe is giving me a message, and I need to start listening to it. This date will never happen. It will never work between us. Sorry for wasting your time. Leaf! Bro, go after her! From within Leaf's bedroom, you can hear the sound of something tearing, and you wince at what is likely a pretty expensive tantrum. Shit. Y'all are my homies. Give me the option to go after Leaf, please. I'd really appreciate that. Well, now what? Blue? Well, now what? I was thinking the exact same thing. Typical Psy, as bad with the girls as Gramps is. The fact you were at some point birthed would seem to indicate he wasn't that bad. Tell you what, I'm feeling magnanimous. I'll tell you what to do here, but in exchange, you need to do me a favor. Look, I'm pretty sure I know what to do. I was just gathering my thoughts. Are you taking the deal or not? You're not listening at all. Yes, yeah, sure, fine, whatever. I'll take the deal. Ha! You fell for it. You totally owe me a favor now. And I can make you do anything I want. Yeah, how devious. Just tell me what the deal is, or what you think the deal is, more likely. Leaf isn't actually giving up. She just flew across an ocean for you. She's just tired of her plans falling through, and wants you to take the initiative. Just knock on the door and take her somewhere. She's overcomplicating it, and you're too dumb to see the obvious answer she's ignoring on purpose. Y'all think Blue is like making some sense here? Oh yeah? How do you figure? Leaf seemed to be pretty okay with deciding everything up to now. You would say that. Just shows what you know. Women are like an inverse battle. Throw everything you know out of the window. If they say they want to decide for them. If they say they need space, stay with them. And if they say they want you to make more friends, don't. I'm telling Daisy you said that. Shit! No, don't! Sorry, there's a fee for misogyny in this dorm. Misogyny. Come on, I was speaking metaphorically. Don't tell Daisy. I'll hold off on telling her until I've seen what your favor is. If it's something ridiculous, well, I'm sure Daisy will be very interested in hearing your interpretation of gender relations. Okay, now back to Leaf. Most of what Blue said was garbage, but he might not have been entirely wrong in this case. So if this works, I guess I really do owe him a favor. 50-50 on it if I want this to work now. Leaf Gracidia Green. It's not here. Well, there's someone who sounds very similar to her in her dorm. Did she jump out of the damn window? I have a twin. I told you this. Well, I want to talk to your twin then. Door's open. Huh? Oh, I didn't try that. I just assumed she locked it. No, she wants you to take initiative. That's a nice room. Leaf? What? What?
Leaf is not here. It's only fail. It's twin of Leaf and perpetual failure.
See, if I pin my failures on my alter ego, I can avoid feeling like such crap about my inability to plan even a single measly dinner. Yeah, I got it. Leaf, can I?
It's fair.
Fail, can we talk?
Bed is empty. Seat.
Look, I think Leaf may have been building me up in her head as something I'm not. And I know she wanted this date to be like completely perfect, but even now in Kobokan Academy, I'm a simple guy. I like burgers, I like fast cars, I like Pokemon, and I like my dorm mate Leaf. Whether this date went perfectly or not isn't really important. After all, we're just trying to figure out if we're compatible, you know? Maybe it wouldn't work out, regardless of how much planning went into it. Then, Fail suddenly grabs your hands and looks at you with tearful intensity from behind the beagle pus. You're unsure why, given you are certain you have never met this individual before.
That's it, though. I don't want it to not work out. I want this date to go so fantastically that you can't wait for another. I want to spend the rest of my school year going on dates with you. I want us to have a massive romantic dramatic showdown as we face each other in the finals of the national tournament. I want you to be so impressed that I stand head and shoulders above all other options. Oh, I want this one date to make me number one forever.
Yo, Leaf is tugging at my heartstrings right now, guys. I'm sorry, that's not possible. But you don't have to try to impress me. I'm already impressed by you. We swore a friendship pact, remember? You flew across an ocean for me. I'll never forget that. And frankly, no matter how fancy this dinner was, it was never going to be more impressive than that.
This is obvious. Maybe Leaf was just trying to one-up her with the impressiveness.
Are you a vampire now?
No, I'm a very silly girl. I'm sorry, Sai.
Holy shit, Leaf, you were here? Now what happened to Fail? I can't believe I want to date you. Is she gone? I thought we were really hitting it off. Alright, that's enough. Joke's over. Do you have her phone number? Or like, do you know where she lives? That mustache did something to me. Do you think her Rotophoto DMs are open? Dude, the joke's over. Hey, you started this bit. That just means I get to end it. I feel like starting the bit means that I should have more to say of how it ends. On the other hand, oh, how assertive of you. You have any other decisions you want to make? You would say that. Just shows what you know. Women like inverse battle. Throw everything you know out the window. Was Blue right? Do we really owe Blue a favor? I was about to call him Boo Boo. I mean, that's what he was, but do we really owe him a favor, don't we? He was right 100% about this whole scenario. Fuck! Damn it. Guess I do owe him a favor now. Yeah, we're going out.
Sai, we can't. The restaurant shut down.
Wait, the entire restaurant? Health code concerns. Apparently some super fast Pokemon got into their kitchen and sprayed poison everywhere. A super fast Pokemon came in and sprayed poison everywhere. Now, is that a coincidence? I know a poison type. A random poison type? That doesn't make any sense. Y'all don't think Clara had anything to do with this, do you? And I know this is probably a far-fetched, out-there idea, hypothesis, but I recall Clara having poison-type Pokemon, like in lore. Like in the Sword and Shield game, she had poison types. You don't think she sabotaged... Leaf told her what she was going to be doing. Clara sabotaged this date. So now they need to fumigate the restaurant and won't be open for a few more days. That's unlucky. I'm kind of numb to it at this point. There have been a lot of weird events like this. Obviously stuff like Yellow going missing or you going to Palatine where, you know, those happen and there wasn't much anyone could do about that. But even smaller annoyances like this kept popping up. I mean, you can see why I thought I was cursed, right? No, if she's been telling Clara all her shit, minus this one time she did, and then she's made her use this manipulation. She was using manipulation to get Leaf to tell her what she was going to do on this date. Bro, if it is Clara, if Clara did do this, she has to answer for this. Well, you're not. Now, come on, go get changed. Where are we going? A little cafe in Inspira. It was one of the ones we went to when you dragged me all over Inspira for that shopping trip with Whitney, Flannery, and Tia. You'd just be a little overdressed if you went the way you are now. And to be honest, I think I feel too weird to wear my uniform while you're wearing something as pretty as that. All right. I'm going to take a shower to clear my head. You can get changed, meet back in the main suite in 5. Sounds like a plan. See? Take a little initiative, Sai. Well, did it work or did it work? What did I tell you? If you listen to me once in a while, you might actually... Daisy. Fucking don't! I need to remember that trick. Did I miss something? Nah, you ready? Ready as I can be. Wow, I can't believe Blue was right about something, guys. You lead Leaf to the cafe in Inspira, silently congratulating yourself on finding the way there without getting lost. Which is pretty good.
Oh yeah, I remember this place. It's just like a cafe, so we could just take a seat wherever. What are you in the mood for? Coffee?
This late in the evening? You shouldn't consume caffeine so soon before going to sleep, you know? It wreaks havoc with your sleeping patterns.
Have I ever told you that your health nut quirks are really cute?
Thanks. I wouldn't call myself a health nut, though. I just don't want to let myself slip out of good habits.
Yeah, I get that. Oh, there's a table there. Come on, let's sit.
Oh, nice! I love this. I love this image. I love this image. This is the thumbnail right there. I ain't got to tell y'all nothing else. Y'all already know. I love the art for this game. Wow. Look at the hair cross up here at the top left. The bun dog in the bottom left. I don't know. I don't remember the name. And a little Cleffa right there. Dude, this is nice.
So you brought me here. What are we going to talk about?
Oh, we could talk about stuff? Oh, what do you think about our roommates?
Oh, they're great. I was a bit weirded out at first when I learned that we'd all be assigned to the same dorm, but I guess it worked out. Who do you want to ask about?
Oh, I could ask about myself? Bro, I have to, but let's do Yellow first.
Yellow's an absolute sweetheart. She just needs to stand up for herself a bit more, but I can understand why it's difficult if she spent so much time with Blue. It seems like everyone knows Yellow, but I'm not sure how many friends she has outside of our dorm. I wonder when her birthday is.
Good question.
Sai!
He's a great guy. Really oblivious, though. You keep saying that, but I'm not. He also does weird thing where sometimes he'll refer to himself in the third person. Sai does not understand what Leaf means. Really, my only problem with him is that whenever I look into his eyes, I can feel my IQ dropping. And I'm pretty sure prolonged exposure will turn me into some kind of brainless coral. I don't think that's likely. That's cute.
Ethan. Okay, just between us, I'm not sure what to think about him. Like, he's a funny, nice guy. A lot like you. But I can't help but feel like he doesn't really mean most of what he says. Like, when he was flirting with Yellow, didn't that feel weird to you? Maybe it's just me. I mean, he has friend energy, so I'm sure he's not doing anything bad, but... Geez, I'm sorry. I shouldn't gossip like this. He's a nice guy, and that's that.
Okay. Blue.
Blue's a lot more interesting than I thought he was at first. He's totally a dick. That hasn't changed at all, but I thought he just hated you because he was jealous. Well, I'm not sure that's untrue, actually. But the point is that he's got more going on in his spiky head of his than just seething jealousy. I could have made it to Palatown without him, after all. I couldn't have. For as much as he told me to give up, he got on board with my plan as soon as I had one that might work. See, because he's told me. Leaf! Oh, she's an actual queen. Literally the most perfect person ever. Hot, smart, tough, and has perfect fashion sense. She's flawless. I hear her hair is insured for $1,600,000. I hear she does car commercials in Unova. One time she met Raihan on a plane and he told her she was pretty. She's also known to be extraordinarily humble, by the way. After saying all that, okay. What's your story with Clara? Actually, I'm not really sure what my story is with her. She's just really friendly and generous, which she comes off that way, guys. She just started hanging out with me after the quarter clashes. She taught my Ivysaur bad breath, but see? She taught Ivysaur a bad breath. What type is that? That's a poison type move, right? But I didn't actually ask her to. I'm not sure how she even learned about me, actually. We don't share any classes as far as I know. But I'm not complaining. She's really sweet, and I probably shouldn't be looking too closely at why other people might seem to be really nice, given my whole thing with you. Let's keep that in the back of our head. We have a couple of things in the back of our head I've probably already forgotten about. What do you think of your classes? Sure, which ones? Grass. I'm a bit worried about Instructor Ramos, honestly. He shows up to class every day with new bruises. I mean, I don't think anyone's beating him up, but he's really old, and even little bumps can cause big problems for a man as old as him. But he really does know what he's talking about, if he remembers to say it. Electric? Instructor Surge is an absolute lunatic, but he's not just a lunatic. When I was flying to get you, before then, he had a talk with me, and he said some stuff that made me really think about what I was doing. I don't want to give him any excessive credit, like, I totally would have gone to get you eventually, with or without him, but he definitely pushed me along.
Of course, that means that he pushed me to fly across the ocean by myself on a Pokemon, which might not have been the most responsible thing to do. Okay. Normal. Instructor Leonora is a really patient, kind woman. She reminds me of my mom. I was worried that she'd be irritated that I transferred into her class later, but she took it in stride. She's helped me a lot when it came to my Jigglypuff. Apparently she gets a lot of refugees from Instructor Claire's class, which doesn't entirely surprise me. Oh, Dragon? Instructor Claire is a bit of a sadist, but I guess I should have expected that from a woman who's come to work every day dressed in a leather cat suit and a cape. Ooh. I'm not in her class anymore, but I can still hear her in the back of my head screaming at me to push myself and my Pokemon harder. I think I'm doing well enough. My Pokemon are happy, and Janine hasn't mentioned that I'm slacking in the battle team. I guess Janine's letter accepting me in the battle team did mention I needed to take battles more seriously. But when they're so much fun, how could I? Okay. How are your Pokemon doing? Oh, they're doing fantastically. Which one do you want to hear about? Oh, you can talk to about all her Pokemon? Dude, that's insane. How much time do we have left? Well, we got some time. Ivysaur. Ivysaur is an amazing partner. I was just worried that my school assigned starter might be a bit tricky to train, you know? That would be really difficult since a large part of our final grade is based on how our starter is doing, like Marshtomp and me. But Ivysaur is extremely calm. I've never really had to worry about him going off on his own or doing something crazy. Which is pretty good, honestly. Actually, he might be too calm. He emits this scent sometimes that makes me really sleepy. A scent? Does he emit scents that make you sleepy? Helipotile. Helipotile's been a bit antsy recently. She was a gift from my parents a few years ago. She wasn't the first Pokemon I've ever had, but she was one of the first, so I've been retraining her for a long time. I think she wants to evolve. But where are you supposed to find a Sunstone in Kobukan? Kobukan puts massive fees on stones shipped across the border, too. They don't want to disrupt their own tiny mining industry, I guess. Jigglypuff, obviously. Jigglypuff is an absolute angel. She's the easiest Pokemon I've ever trained. It's like she's been trained before, which she probably has. Mom's probably trained her. Although, just between you and me, Jigglypuffs aren't very strong. But she still does her best, and when we never would have to made it back to Kobukan without her, so I'm never boxing her. Oh, is that what you call it when you put a Pokemon boxing? Yeah. Dronpa. Oh, Dronpa, of course. She's relatively new, so I forget sometimes. New? Yeah, I found her on Springs Day. She was in one of the eggs, but I think she came out of the mountains where she heard people celebrating. She found an egg, which she was protecting from Wally, but I convinced her that finding and taking care of eggs was just part of the day, and I think that satisfied her. After Wally took the egg away, the Dronpa came with me. Wally took an egg? Which was it? It was a Badoo egg. I didn't think I have the heart to tell him that you can find Badoo really easily in the fields. Oh, well, Blue's training Dratini right now, which is what I clicked. It's frustrating, but Blue's doing a much better job with her than I ever did. She's just a very strong attitude. Like, she wouldn't even try to battle foes she didn't think were worth her time. And she got fights with Bulbasaur all the time. Actually, Dratini was one of my first ever Pokemon, but based on what Yellow and Blue have told me, she doesn't seem to miss me at all. And that makes me a bit sad. But I guess if she's getting the training she needs, it's for the best. This is just a temporary thing after all. Hey, didn't Janine ask you to stay back one time and talk about your Dratini with you? Oh, you remember that? Yeah, she did. It was so weird. She just looked at her really intently, examined her scale patterns, checked behind her ear fins. It seems she has a lot of experience handling Dratini. I don't know what she was looking for, but she seemed surprised at the end of it. Huh. I wonder what that's about. Let's put that in the back of the head, probably to forget and not remember. Okay. Well, we're at the bottom, guys, so let's talk about something serious. Oh, well, sure. Makes me a bit nervous to hear you say that, but yeah, I'm game. What kind of serious talk do you want to have? I'll try not to make any jokes. Okay, so this is about something you mentioned a while ago, and it's kind of been occupying a spot in my head, bothering me ever since. Alright, I'll answer it truthfully, whatever it is. Okay. Is it true that everyone at the school pads? You dick! You said we were going to have a serious conversation! Okay, in retrospect, yeah, that's pretty funny. Thanks for lightening the mood. For real though, what is it? Have you dated before? Ah, immediately checking the equality of the merchandise, huh? Wow, that's an incredibly sexist way of putting it. Huh, who said only men could be sexist? You saying I can't be sexist because I'm a woman? That's sexist! I give up. Aw, come on, at least put up a bit of a fight. Are you gonna answer the question? My first crush was a girl named Cindy. She brought her lunch to school in a Lance lunchbox. I thought that lunchbox was the coolest thing ever. This was before Lance was even the Kanto champion. He was just a popular, strong trainer. Kinda obscure. Cindy was always on the cutting edge of things. That didn't work out, though. Also, I never talked to her, so I didn't really give it a chance. Do you still, women? I mean, maybe if Rosa was an option. Then in 4th grade, I had 2 boyfriends, Miles and Evan. Oh, well, weren't you a man's lady? Huh? You know, man's lady, like ladies' man, but in reverse. Shouldn't it be like men's lady, though? Because lady's the plural possessive of lady. So we should use the plural possessive for man, too. Oh, yeah, you're right. Huh. Anyway, you were talking about your grade school harem? That's a hell of a way to put it, but yeah, we had a thing. We wouldn't hold hands together, swap the parts of our lunch we didn't like, sit in the same tree during recess. Oh, we would. We hadn't really started kissing when it ended, but I think we were going to. We just started to understand what our relationship was about when Cinnabar Island. So that's one also didn't work. Evan and I started to discuss what exactly we were, and we were going to talk to Miles about it too. But I put it off. Just a week. But the week changed everything. I guess I didn't really learn my lesson, huh? Tell me about them. Huh? It sounds like they were really important to you. I know how it is with childhood friends. Even if things change, even if years pass, you still miss them. So tell me about them. You probably don't have many chances to tell people about your grade school harem, right? You'd be surprised. It's like the second most common thing I open conversations with. Okay, we're being serious now. Miles was a know-it-all. He called himself a super nerd. I don't remember what his first name was, but his last name was Miles because he thought it sounded cooler than his first name. Even Evan was a shy boy, but he loved nature, loved the outdoors. He used to take us camping. We'd spend hours wading in the water at the beach while Miles hid from the sun underneath his umbrella. And that was the closest thing to a date I've had before right now. I'm not great with numbers, but shouldn't 4th grade have been like 10 or so years ago? Close to 9, but yeah. And I don't have an excuse for that, really. I mean, I'm not totally blind to my advantages. Namely that I'm gorgeous, smart, and rich. And modest. But I never really tried reaching out until here in Kobokan. After Cinnabar, my family moved to Goldenrod, where I attended a girls' school until I went to Kobokan. Oh, so she probably knew about Whitney, in a way. Probably. Well, maybe, because she went to a girls' school, too. I guess that may have been stopped for me for dating for a bit more than some other high school, but it definitely wasn't a hard and fast stop. Not that's just on me. Nope, that's just on me. Sometimes people would ask me out or would show some sort of interest, but I found an excuse. I always found an excuse to avoid it. Whoa, you've gotten over that. How do you figure? We're dating now. After a month of delays, and only because you pulled me out of my bedroom. Leaf, you did it. There were difficulties, but you did do it. Give yourself some credit. You can't improve, you always ignore the progress you made. Look, Sai. Yo. Oh! Why does everywhere we go, I want you to know. I don't even know what I was doing there with that. Those are song lyrics of some sort, maybe, probably. I don't know. Look, I don't. Why is Melody here? Everywhere we go, she pops up like a lemming. Melody? Leaf? Shirley? What are you doing here? For the ambience. Any other questions I could answer for you? Why are you here now? I felt a spiritual calling. Also, you're in the makeout chair. What? Every Wednesday, I meet my boyfriend at this cafe. We sit at this table. He'd sit in the chair you're sitting in now, and after I had enough sugar in me, I sit on his lap, and we'd make out. Check the back. There's a heart carved here, and it says MXD there. Who's D? Are you trying to get me to leave? No, just kind of sad that the makeout chair isn't being made out anymore. Your generation has no respect for the old traditions. What about you, Shirley? Gonna be a man about it? I think we're operating off of very different definitions of man. No, it's fewer words. Anyway, I hate to kick you out, but it's getting late. Huh? Is it really? You look outside the window to your surprise, it really is dark. Getting dark. Wait, you work here? Not all of us have fossil money, Green. Yeah, I work here. I would have thought your uncle would have given all the money you need. Phobos gave me an opportunity. Everything else I earned. Sharon also said he earned everything he asked. So did Blue. I wonder why. Okay, I don't have time to unpack all these proper nouns you're dropping on me. Just get up and go. It's closing time. Excuse me, this establishment does not close until 8 p.m. It is only 7:47. Who the fuck is this? God. Look, Karen, you don't... Erica! I really do not mean to cause any sort of bother, but it is not factual that this establishment has advertised itself. Stop yapping. You're giving me a headache. Just say whatever you're gonna say.
My intent, which I was planning to convey summarily, is...
Okay, you're taking too long. I'm kicking these two out right now.
Pray, stay your hand.
Pray, stay my hand?
By which I mean kindly allow them to stay until the establishment closing hours of this business.
Hey, Erica, I appreciate it, but it's not that big a deal.
A business enterprise lives and dies by the promises it makes, and its ability and willingness to fulfill sad promises.
I think that's the voice I give Erica, this like southern twang, because she's from Kanto, and a lot of them are country folk or whatever, so maybe, yeah. I don't remember. She hasn't really spoken. Erica and I, we have not had any Erica interactions for a long time, not since like before the quarter clashes.
If you have any passion for this job, you ought to not discard the cafe's doctrine so easily.
Yeah, I don't. You think anyone baristas because they're passionate for it?
Then you should not be performing a job you have no passion for. There are alternative avenues.
Ugh. Okay. Now it's like 10 minutes till closing. Do you have some moral objection to me closing a bit early so I can clean up sooner and head back when it's not completely pitch black?
As a matter of fact, I do. In fact, given your impolite conduct toward me and my Bao teammates, I wish to speak to your manager.
What did Leaf say your name was again? Erica? Hold on, there's something here. Eric Karen. There we go.
That's not my name.
Whatever you say, Eric Karen. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
Why are you acting in this fashion? What have I done to grievance you in this way?
Waltzing in 15 minutes before closing time is one. Trying to complain to me to the manager is another one. And no, you cannot speak to my manager. He isn't even here anyway.
Very well. Then I am afraid I will have to make a phone call to remedy the situation.
Knock yourself out. You awkwardly begin to get up, given you never really had a problem with leaving the cafe in the first place, but Melody puts out a hand indicating you should stay instead. Hold on. Don't you want to see where this goes?
Not really.
It's like a train wreck. I can't look away. Erica pulls out a screenless mobile phone, then gingerly puts a number into it, focusing intently on typing out the number. A moment later. Mistress Tamuchi, please state the nature of your emergency.
I wish to speak to my father.
What? She wants to... No, we don't have a protocol. Apologies, mistress. The master's not accepting phone calls at this time.
Be that as it may, I must insist.
No, she's insisting. What do we...
Well, I have to say something.
Apologies, mistress. The master specifically requested that all calls regardless of origin be denied. What is he doing? Is he getting laid? I mean, that's what it sounds like. It is pretty late. Who knows? We could transfer you to your stepmother. Perhaps she would be able to allay your concerns.
Oh, no, please do not. Mi hermosa, how most beautiful it is to hear from you again. Tell me, how are you doing at school? Have you made any friends yet? How are your classes progressing? Top marks as always? Erika, hija, are you there?
Yes, stepmother.
Beloved, you know you could call me by my name.
I wish to speak to father.
Oh, of course, I understand. He is not taking calls in the moment, but I will walk you into his office.
We really don't need to be here for this. Shut up and enjoy the show. This is better than an episode of Undella Bay. What? What are you interrupting me for?
Erica, what does she want? Well, why didn't you ask her? Fine. I'm almost done with work for the day and was hoping to relax.
Okay, my beloved.
Your father will hear you now. Oh, it appears he has a few more papers to handle at first. Do you wish to talk with me any further?
No.
Okay, you're always welcome to call me. Adios.
I'm thinking some Paldean model, a gold digger? Daddy Erica's got some of that, he has a trophy wife energy, don't you think? We just want to leave. You had your chance. You let Eric Karen fight for you. Now you're locked in your seats until the curtain falls.
Father!
No, I used the wrong fucking language for it.
Father, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Now what is it? Out with it. I'm very busy right now.
It's been too long since we've spoken, Father. Perhaps we...
Enough of the small talk. Does the various judgment of such things escape you? Small talk is a poison, most afflict. A breath of death to deprive intellectuals of the benefits of higher conversation. Damn! I have no time to tarry about in such mediocre matters. Out with it, Erica.
Yes. Apologies. I have been insulted most grievously, Father.
Oh, is this about the matter of that Esper you had intentions for?
No, Father. He was not an Esper, and I most certainly did not have a crush on him.
I should hope not. You know such things are beneath you, beneath our family. Keep fast thine course. Stray not from the path that destiny had laid afore.
Lest your steps shall falleth betwixt the privilege of surety and sink into uncharted soil to be stained. Yes, of course. I have no such delusions.
Then what is the matter of this insult?
I have been called Eric Karen.
This is a grave insult indeed. Who spoke this insult? Who do they work for?
It was...
Melody. I work for the Inspiria Cafe.
Thank you. Melody, who works for the Inspiria Poke Cafe.
I shall see to it this Melody never holds employment within that business again. I will make her rue the day she crossed the Tamushi family. I will blot out her bloodline from ever... Hold on, what was her last name?
What was your last name?
Nunya, of the Shamutian shipping conglomerate. Nunya Business.
Nunya, Father, of Nunya Business.
This is hard to watch, guys. This is hard to watch. Like, legitimately hard to watch. I'm sorry. I apologize on our behalf. Their behalf.
Stupid child. Waste no more of my time.
Click. Oh, Daddy hung up?
Oh.
And that's why you leave when the barista says they're closing, Shirley. Leaf, it's been a pleasure having you here. Actually buy something next time. Time to go. Chop, chop. Wow. What a bitch. Melody. Wow. You and Leaf quickly make your way back to your dorm. The bizarre display between Erica and Melody replaying over and over in your minds as you try to make sense of whatever just happened. You know, I plan for us to go shopping before dinner. Oh yeah? We'll have to do that next time. You got a date in mind? For what it's worth. But we could talk about Erica. But can we talk about Erica for a second? Oh no, I'm totally with you. Like, I think we could have guessed she might have had some family issues, but jeez. Jeez is right. I think I could even forgive her for trying to kick you from the battle team after hearing all that. Well, I'm sure she's very glad you're willing to forgive her for something she did to me. Aren't I gracious? Outrageous, more like. Then you're going to be pretty confused in 2 to 3 turns. What does that mean? If you're outrageous one, though, shouldn't you be... It was a joke. All right, all right. I know this wasn't worth the wait, but I hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't really a wait. I got to hang with you every day. You're sweet. So, you want to do another one of these? Tell you what, I'll invite you next time. Okay, I hope you do. We're almost back to the dorm. Oh, what's that blushy face for? Don't lean in for a kiss. Remember, she hesitated on kissing her previous person, so we got to make sure that we don't make things more awkward. So we're not going to do that. I know that they kind of, you know, but we're going to be a little bit more respectful to Leaf. We sure are. So hypothetically, is this the part in the movies where we would kiss? I've watched a bunch of Rose's movies ever since I started hanging out with her, so I feel pretty confident that the answer is yes. Well, I mean, those are just movies, so I wouldn't take them as gospel. Guess she needs time. There we go. See? Which is entirely fair. I'm glad we picked the right options. I've got all the time in the world. Thank you. There we go. She respected that, and we should respect it too. That was some Pokemon Academy life. A lot has happened this episode. We finally got to go on the date with Leaf. I'm 90% sure Clara was involved in that whole first date mess up, and maybe the ones previously, but I'm going to leave that in the back of the mind. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys think Clara was involved in that? I'm sure some of you probably would. Draxel and all y'all have been pointing me out of like Clara's direction for a bit now, and I think you think maybe I'm right. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the kind of display today. Check my channel for videos I've done.
like this one. And I will see all of you guys in the next video. Take care, lovelies, and have yourselves a damn good Friday.